City Water Circle. Here we are, finally on the terrace, and the terrace, the plants that you see here, they come from the water, the rainwater that is harvested in this place. So the water comes from the roof. All the water in the roof will be harvested. They will go in a big tank that we have down in the garden. Then from the big tank they come again on the terrace, and they will give the water to all the plants that you can see around me. The plants we choose are plants that can be very adaptable to the climate, of course, because we are talking about climate as well. And they are plants that can be beautiful in all the season during the year. That's because this is an hotel, this is an hostel. A lot of people are coming in all over the year. And they should use the terrace in every month, so it's not only summer, it's not only spring that are the best for plants, but also in winter. You can see that behind me are plants that even in the winter are full of flowers, full of scent, full of beautiful leaf that can be smelled and can be tasted also, because you will find some mints, you will find some strawberries, you will find some ornamental plants, and also some lavender, some Rosmarinus officinalis that is fantastic for cooking. So all the plants that are here can be used with all the 5 senses, because everything must be filled with all the senses. And that is the best thing for a terrace, because that means that everybody will come outside. You can imagine that this terrace before was just concrete, so nobody was using it. Now the purpose is that everybody can come, use it, feel it and smell it. So the benches in wood are perfect for staying here by night, looking around, looking at the garden that is down there. And the City Water Circle is also that no one drop will be wasted, because coming from the roof, going to the tank, coming to the green terrace, it will go in a rain garden that you will see. So there is a rain garden down there, at another level, of course, at the ground zero, and that garden will be filled with the water coming from the harvested. So it's the last part of the drop that coming from the sky will go to the rain garden. Of course, in the rain garden we will use some different kind of plants, because the plants in the rain garden must be much more adaptable, because they can live with or without water. That means that when there is a lot of water and the water that is not used in the terrace will go down, they will be happy to live in a very wet condition. But where there is no water at all, when it can happen that we have some months when it's very dry, they can live with a dry season. So everything has been done so that the water can live at their best during all the year, during all the City Water Circle. The terrace has been designed so that everybody can use it. So you can see it from your window, because also the windows of the room are facing the terrace, but it's also something that you can really live. So they will come inside, they will sit on the benches. You can see that all the materials here are very natural, because it's wood. So it's just simple wood, but very nice, very warm, so that everybody can come here, use these benches, this footpath, and being really together with the terrace. So all the people living here will be invited to use this and to eat, of course, the edible plants that we are going to have, and to flowers. Here we are in a public garden nearby the hostel. So the water coming from the roof is going down to the tank that is being excavated in this public garden. The position is perfect because the level is perfect, connected to the old level when the water was harvested before from the roof. The water was going before on the system, on the pipe system in the street. From now on, the water is going to the tank, so it's not going anymore to the water system. It's going to the tank, and from the tank, with 2 pipes, it will go back to the terrace. And on the terrace, we will have the harvested rainwater, perfect for our plants in the terrace.
Agriculture is the innovative startup that realized this modular aeroponic system that allowed us to cultivate wherever you want. Actually, we are over a rooftop, but you can also have this system inside a parking lot or where you want. Agriculture realized this aeroponic system. This aeroponic system allowed us to cultivate everywhere because we don't need soil. What we need is just greenhouses and water. We collected our water from the tank over there, then we put the water inside our tanks, and we had to add some fertilizer. The fertilizers are nebulized by nozzle directly to the roots. That means the roots are always moist and receive the correct amount of nutriment all days. We cultivate all year long since we just need greenhouses, so it's a closed environment. We don't need fertilizer and we don't need pesticide because the environment is closed. So the product is totally fresh and you can actually eat after that you take it. Agriculture realized modular system. That means that you can fit perfectly with the space that you have. And also we can realize agriculture production over the rooftop, in underground spaces or in an abandoned park. What we need is just some electric and also water for sure. We use the 98% less water compared to traditional cultivation, so it's very important for the climate change situation for our future. And also we can cultivate inside the city where people live and where people use our product. Water is a very important resource for us. First of all, we reduce the consumption of water. And actually, after that we use the water for the production, this water can be reused for fertilize the soil of rooftop, for instance. We avoid to pollute the aquifer because our system is not on the soil, but it's just inside this tank.